Hi everyone, it's Sharky here, and this time I have something to talk to you about. It is on a video uploaded by one of the people I subscribe to. His name is Seahorse Puncher, great channel, you should go check him out. But recently he uploaded a video that me and I myself have some thoughts on it, and so then I'd like to kind of like do a response to a video while at the same time, putting my own thoughts and opinions into it. So without further ado, let's play the first clip.
Today there are so many motherfucking pussy ass bitches on YouTube. It's ridiculous. And what I mean by that is there are so many people, so many smaller channels who are not already, who are just like starting out, and they try to act professionally. They don't want to say anything. They don't want to speak their minds. They don't cuss. They don't say anything. They don't say anything controversial. They're very filtered and very careful with what they say because they think that maybe someday, perhaps maybe someday, YouTube can be their career. And they don't want to be saying anything stupid because, they won't get any sponsorships that way. And, that way, if they say something controversial, there's going to be a lot of people who don't like them. And, oh my God, they can't have that. They can't have people disliking them. Oh my God.
This is actually a very controversial point, as it is true everyone wants to have YouTube. Well, not everyone, but mostly everyone. Has future plans to have YouTube as their job. I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, there's nothing wrong. I mean, who wouldn't? Like, seriously though. And there's nothing wrong with that. Don't get that wrong. But at the same time, it is an indefinite fact that people don't really implement their personality into their channel. They just do it and try to have viral videos and they can make X amount of money off of this video or have X amount of money off of these certain videos or things that are in the playlist. But I will say this, and this is directed to Seahorse Puncher's opinion, is that some people don't cuss on their channel, not because it is them trying to be professional, but maybe that's because that's the way they are and kind of how it's built into their personality. Now, that not all people do that, because there are some people that have a slight paranoia that if they cuss or if they do things that are not approved upon by everyone or that are trying to reach a certain target audience, is that they won't be able to do that because of their language cues. Me personally, I don't cuss, but that's just the way I am. But the last thing I want to say before I move on to the next clip is that if you are going to do YouTube, you need to have tough skin. There are going to be people on the internet that dislike your content no matter what, and they're going to try and put you down. The point is, not everyone's going to like you, but really, who cares? I mean, it's your video, you made it, so really, if you're happy with it, then, who cares what else anyone thinks? I mean, if they're happy with it, that's just a bonus. But if it's a video that you took time and to make, time that you could have been doing something else, Lord knows what. If it's a video that it took time for you to make and you like it, it does not matter what anyone else says about that video. Be like, oh, your video's trash, oh, you suck at this game, or nah, your art is terrible, or you're not a good kind of graphics designer. None of that matters, honestly. Now let's move on to the next clip.
What? I'm gonna make these bullshit Call of Duty videos. I'm gonna act like I'm super excited. I'm gonna tell people about the latest news. I'm gonna tell them about the best class setups and all that dumb shit. And then I'm gonna get super duper big on YouTube, and I'm gonna make a bunch of money, and YouTube is gonna be my job. That's how it was, and it fucking sucked. Those videos were so cringy and so horrible, and they just were not fun to make, and they were shitty. But the point is, I wanted it to be like my job, so I hardly ever cussed. I hardly ever said anything about drama or anything controversial. I just ignored all of that, and it was just not fun because I wanted to say so goddamn much. I wanted to fucking rant about so much shit. I wanted to call out so many people, and I just couldn't because I was like, oh God, if I do this, then people are gonna not like me, and then it's gonna ruin my chances of this being my job. Or if I say something stupid, then somebody's not gonna want to sponsor me someday, and all that dumb shit. And that's the kind of shit that fucking ruined.
Alright, so as we know in this clip, he is directing things mainly to the Call of Duty community, but this is also true for a bunch of other channels out there. I mean, in this clip, he mentions on how the way his first channel was done, like how he originally started doing what he's talking about most channels these days are doing, and that also he did not have fun making videos. I mean, he did, you know, it was fun for about like a month or two, but then after that it just lost its spark. And well, what's the point of having a decent or well-paying job if you don't if it's not something that you love to do? What I am not saying is that your job is not going to necessarily be fun. I mean, it can, but no, that's what I'm not saying. What I am saying is that what would you rather do? Have you know, a really high-paying job, like say a salary of like, I don't know, I'm not that big into salaries, but say like something like $250,000 a year, and it's something that you just absolutely hate to do, you don't care for it? Or would you rather have a job that gets you $100,000 a year, but it makes you happy and it's something that you love to do? I mean, think on that. Alright, now we move on to this next clip.
Given the circumstances that people are scared to fucking speak their minds, yeah, they're pussies in that way. But Jesus Christ, it makes it so boring when everybody's over here trying to make this their job, trying to upload these bullshits, Call of Duty cookie cutter fucking videos, and there's like no personality. They're not speaking their mind.
Now, after this clip is played, I myself wouldn't call them that, but I will say that it is true that people are expressed to show their minds and show their personality, as most people have a fear of being judged and all that. And really, it doesn't matter if you're being judged. I mean, when you think about it, every single day you're being judged. You know, you could be being judged at school, or maybe being judged whenever you're going to the movies, or you know, something like that. For example, use this analogy. 50 people dislike every video that you upload, but 300 people like it. What is more important? Obviously the 300, right? So basically what I'm trying to say is that you do not have to cater yourself to change the way you are because of those 50 or so people that don't like you or don't like the way you are. What I'm meaning is that you don't necessarily mean if you want to change, you can, but you don't have to, because after all, it is you. So now we're gonna move on to clip number 4.
You know, back when I first joined the Call of Duty community, like 2009, 2010 on YouTube, like all of these Call of Duty channels were about the person. They were about whoever was uploading the video and just about them, and it was like you just kind of sit down, you listen to them talking, it's kind of like you're hanging out with them. But now these days, it's fucking clickbait, no new leaks, 14th specialist, oh my god, fucking Call of Duty 2019 news, all that stupid shit. It's like it's just so fucking different. I mean, yes, it's okay for like a couple channels to be like that, but the problem is that all of these fucking new channels, all of these smaller channels are trying to do that same shit. They're trying to upload the latest news, the best class setups, and there's no personality in them, and they're so fucking bland and boring and dull and cold and heartless and soulless, and it's just so shitty, and they're scared to speak their mind. They're scared to say whatever they want because they think, oh, it's gonna be my job someday, and their videos are so fucking boring and bullshit and just
Okay, so in this clip he says back when he first joined, he was like the person it was just about the person uploading the video, not just about the content that was on the video. It's like you are building a virtual relationship with them without, you know, actually sitting down and talking to them. It's like you're getting to know the person with them expressing their self. And I mean, nowadays it's just people sometimes, and I'm not trying to be, you know, just getting on to people, but people sometimes, they just go and look up for information, like how do you get this Easter egg, or how do you kill this boss. They go and look at the video just see how to do it, or maybe if it's audio video, they listen to how to do it, and then they just completely dismiss whoever made the video completely, and unless they just like it because help them out, they just completely dismiss it. And I'm not saying that there's something wrong with that, but I'm saying, like, I mean, imagine how you feel well, not that, but basically, for say, if you're a content creator, you care about your watch time, right? Now, if you just see that there are people dropping off at like a certain point, for example, like say you go through on how to beat the boss, and then you go on how to do like the next area, like your audience retention is going to significantly drop. I mean, and that's like maybe afterwards you just told a little bit or showed a little bit about your personality. I mean, me personally, I'm not the best at commentary. I'm still learning how to do commentary, but I do try to keep it real, if that makes any sense. So it's completely fine for you to enjoy the content and feel like you know them as a person, if that makes any sense whatsoever. And the last thing I want to say is that you as a person, if you're still watching this video, you go do whatever it is that you want to do in life. I mean, I'm not saying like go do stuff to the extreme, like go jump off the Grand Canyon or something like that, but you do whatever you want to do in your life. But make sure that if you're going to do that, if you're going to go and chase this dream that you have, that you need to have a plan when you go to face that dream, and have a backup plan just in case it does not turn out as it works for you. Because that's the sad thing that happens to people nowadays, is that they have an idea, they have a dream, or they have something that they're passionate about, and then whenever they try and fulfill that dream or fulfill that passion, they get so far, they put everything they had into it, they get so far and so close, but then what happens? It just doesn't work out for them, and then they're stuck in an area where they need financial aid or something like that. So just be sure that if you're going to chase your dream, to always have a backup plan, no matter what. Now, I'd like to thank you all for watching this video if you made it this far, and if you did, I challenge you to put hashtag still here in the comment section. Share the video if you like it, because it does help out the channel, and it does give, it does help me out to see that people are, well, just watching the video in general. And if you want me to do more things to where I put my opinion on videos that have like controversial sayings, let me know in the comments, and then tell me a video. I'll go look it up, and then I'll decide whether or not this is something I'd like to do, and then I'll start doing my research like any good person does. And with that, I like to say thank you all for watching once again. It was a lot, and I'll see you fellow sharks in the next one. Bye.